We all have something to learn. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew. I am alcoholic. I'm coming up on 4 years of continuous sobriety. July the 6th, 2025 will mark 4 years of continuous sobriety. Matter of fact, God willing, I make it to November of this year. It'll be the longest period of sustained sobriety, continuous sobriety, in my entire adult life. And this morning, I was just kind of sitting back and reflecting and thinking, and I pulled out my notebook, started writing down my notes in my notebook. My friends will always tell you, always have a notebook. And I was looking at these notes in my notebook, and I realized I was writing down basically a list of things that I've learned over the last 4 years. And I thought it would be a great opportunity to share with you here today in the hopes that it might make your journey on this road to recovery a little bit smoother, a little bit easier, might help you avoid some mistakes that I made along my way. Now, understand these are not written in any particular order. Number 7 may belong in the number 2 spot. Number 3 may belong in the number 9 spot. I didn't write them out in order, but I do want to share them with you here today. I can't take that first drink, period, ever again. In the program I work, Alcoholics Anonymous, we admit that we are powerless over alcohol, that our lives have become unmanageable. When I put that first drink in me, I become somebody different. And that person that I become, well, he likes to drink a lot. And I was told that's the only step I have to get right in my program. That's the only step I have to get right each and every single day. I'm probably going to screw up the remaining 11, but that's okay. As long as I always remember that first one. I will never be able to drink like my friends who go to a ball game, kick back a couple cold beers, maybe a few shots, set it down, stand up, walk away, and never think about it again. Those are the folks we like to call normies. I will never be able to drink like my friends. And today, I'm A-okay with that too. I promise you I am. My mind will always create a catastrophe. My mind will always make a mountain out of a molehill. I may go to the grocery store, see somebody I haven't seen in years over on the far side, other side. I may be like, hey, how are you? And they don't respond. And in my mind, I go, well, shit, they don't like me. They're mad at me. Did I do something to piss them off? How rude they were for not responding to me. Well, screw them. My mind will create a catastrophe out of the simplest thing. Whenever I go to I don't want to go to a meeting, that's the meeting I need to make sure I get to. That's how we start becoming complacent. We start thinking, oh, I got this. I don't need this meeting tonight. Matter of fact, that's how we also start that isolation, right? We start disconnecting from like-minded people. The meeting I don't want to go to is the meeting I need to get to. No matter how tired I am after work, no matter how hot it's been outside and I just want to relax, that's the meeting I need to get to. Getting sober is entirely different from staying sober. That was a big one for me too. Getting sober is more individualized. It's more about getting to know me. Staying sober is about taking somebody else through the steps and how you work the steps, how you got sober and how you're staying sober. So 2 different things. While they may seem to overlap, and they kind of do, getting sober is more about me getting sober versus staying sober is about helping other people get sober. It is easier to stay sober than it is to get sober all over again. That's one thing that I remember. A young lady came in our crosstalk meeting about 1.5 years ago, and she made that comment, and it stuck with me. I wrote it down. It stuck with me, and I hold it even dear even today. It's a lot easier for me to work and stay sober than it is for me to get sober all over again. Do what I can with what I got, where I'm at, and let God do the rest. We will often pray to God, to our higher power, whatever you want to call it. God, please move this mountain out in front of me. And then we get surprised when he hands us a shovel. God, he's going to do his part, but he expects us to do our part too. And that's where we have to do what we can with what we got, where we're at, and let God do the rest. My God doesn't have to be the same God as somebody else's God. I love it when people say, well, God's going to judge you for that. Really? Do you know my God? Because my conception of my higher power, it's a lot easier for me to say God, by the way, but my conception of my higher power is probably totally and vastly different from yours, and that's okay. Your God doesn't have to be the same as my God, and vice versa. Well, I work a program of suggestions, not requirements. I love it when I hear people say, well, my sponsor told me to do this, and my sponsor told me to do that. My first thought is, did your sponsor ever tell you, or did they suggest it to? Because we're supposed to be working a suggested program, not a requirement program. And most important thing, next to not taking that first drink, is I will never know it all. The second I think I've got it all figured out is the second I need to start doing some step work with my sponsor. We all have something to learn in life. So with that being said, I'm out of time. Thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys keep me sober, and I cannot be any more appreciative. We'll be talking again soon. Remember, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.